Hi there, I'm Paul with MadCap Software. If you're watching this video, chances are you're working with somebody in at your company who uses MadCap Flare, and they are sending you some files that they want you to review because you've got knowledge that they need. And so what's going to happen is, first of all, you're going to get an email. It's going to look something like this, just letting you know this is from MadCap Central, and this person has created some reviews they want you to look at, and you click on this. This is going to open in your browser. This is MadCap Central, and you should have already been invited and set up your username. You got your email and your password. So you just come in here, reviews. These are files that another person has sent for you to review. And so what you do is you just click on these, and the files open over on the right, and you're going to use this editor to make changes, add changes, or delete things, add comments. So actually, let's just go into this one first. So this is a bigger file in here, and you can just come in and, just like any other editor, you want to, new content from Marge. All right. Or there's something in here that you want to delete. You just select it and delete. And you can see it's just tracking your changes. And you can see over here that this has got your initials. This is you. You made those changes. And a couple of things to point out here in this editor is simply that as you click on things, you're going to see that this info bar changes up here. So it kind of lets you know what you're looking at. This is a paragraph. This is a heading. So you can look at that. You've got this toolbar up here to make all kinds of changes, basic formatting changes, or you can insert a comment in here. Let's see. So you could just maybe select part that you want to add a comment for, select this thing right here, add your comment. All right. And oops. And so there's a comment. Now, this particular file right here is what's called a topic. Sometimes you're going to get these other files. You can see one right here that has an FLSMP extension. That's called a snippet. And actually, these snippets are like little files that are inserted into the big files. So this little file is actually inserted right here. So you can't click in here and edit it. You'd have to open up this file separately. All right. And so you can edit in there. Now, come back in here. Maybe the author didn't include the snippet. Maybe it's just like this. And if you can't click in there, you could just click somewhere right above it and insert an annotation if you want to make a comment about that thing. Notice that it's got that rectangle around it. So that kind of gives you a clue that it's something else. You're going to see things like that. They're called markers. All right. And so there's another one in here, and you can see that actually the author added content to this one already. So you're going to see things from other people. And if you do go in and you see these rectangles or dotted, dashed lines or even stars up here, those are just markers. You don't have to worry so much about those. Those are really for the author to deal with. And yeah, as you're working, you will see possibly changes being made by other people. I'm going to log out and log in as another one of these reviewers. You can see the reviewers over here on the right. I'm logged in as Marge Gunderson, so I can see my changes, but I could see any from Jeff Lebowski or Ella Fitzgerald or the original author. So now I'm logged in as Jeff Lebowski, and I could be going in and I could be making my own changes in here. And my initials are shown here, but as I'm working, I can also see Marge Gunderson's changes in here. So that could happen. Now, it's not just basic text that you can add. You can go up into this toolbar. You can add, say, a bulleted list. Let's make that a bulleted list right there and press enter. 2 and so on. You can do that. You can also add an ordered list and numbered list. You can do this indent. That's a definition list. That's a different kind of a list. You can indent things. You can add images in here by clicking this button. You can add a table. So you could come down here, press a couple of times, insert a table, just hover over that and start adding. I'm just adding nonsense. Just add content in there. All right. And you can change styles too. So maybe basic styles anyway. So you have venue here and you look in your info bar, that's an H2. Well, maybe you want to change it to an H3 right there. Okay, so you can do these basic things. And when you're all done, you just click submit for that file. And you're going to notice that it moves to submitted. All right, it moved from this tab to this tab. You go back to pending and you just kind of work your way through. Look through these things. If you have changes to make, you make it. If you don't, you don't. But then you just click submit on these things. And you do this all the way until you look in this one. You go, yeah, I don't have any changes. Click submit. And now you're down to just the one file. Go in here. Maybe you add just a little bit and click submit. And your stuff is completed. That is going to send an email back to the original author once everybody in here is all done. Now, what if you submitted things, they're here, and you a couple of hours go by and you think, oh, I forgot. I should have added this one thing. Well, that's okay. Log back in to Central, go to submitted, open up the file, and you can make your change in here. You can do that as long as the author hasn't closed out the review process. And the author is likely not going to do that until everybody has completed their stuff. All right, that's the review process. You're going to get notified. You click it, you go through the files, you make your changes, insert annotations, click submit, you're done. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.